Alright, and we are back. So we've finished our first downtime, which is really exciting.
Go us.
Now, as far as we can now like jump straight back into a job, or we can like if there's anything we want to do in the meantime, which isn't like a downtime thing. If there's any like if anyone wants to have any discussions as a crew or anything like that, we can do that. Otherwise, we can just like head straight into the mission.
Okay. I think at some point, Tash will like pull Sampha aside and be like, "Okay, so you know that raid?
Yeah.
I don't know how much you remember, but I kind of went a bit overboard. Kind of now owe some people a lot of cred. I feel like if I tell Diana that, I'm likely to get airlocked.
Let's not tell Diana.
I don't think that's a good option either, though.
I mean,
Because Diana's a part of like the crew too. I fucked up.
you can tell her, but like, I think that it would be better in the long run to not tell her.
Okay, well, sure. You. I think you know her a little better than me, so.
Yeah, like I don't want her to be basing decisions on the fact that like we have less money. I think that we should still be just as out there as usual.
Okay. Sure. That sounds like good advice.
Also, I just want to point out briefly that because we don't actually know what has like where that like what precisely has been going on with Barton. I've been kind of imagining that when he sort of hit like his maxed out stress levels, what happened is he found like a little like corner of the ship where we aren't, and he's just like rocking back and forward there.
My god!
And for like the last 48 hours, and none of us.
Oh my god! That's intense.
Or even worse, like one of us is just kind of occasionally going like, "You okay there, buddy?" And
just let him get back to his rocking. That's pretty brutal. Or he's sitting in the brig with the girl.
Yeah, with the little girl.
They're both just like sitting
in the dark.
Oh my god! It's we need a thing that's not a brig.
Yeah.
Why do we live on this ship?
Well, I live on my shuttle. That's something. It's like having a very, very armored tent.
It's a good point.
Yeah, it's like
cool.
Yeah.
We can get like a living quarters if we buy more hull, right?
So the way it works is you can I think it's an upgrade is that you need to get for your ship. Where is it? Galley, crew gear. Which page is it on? I will have a look. Ships. Ship gear. Ship stuff. Comms, weapons, hull.
Crew quarters.
Crew quarters. Hull modules are passive systems laid out throughout. So yeah, crew quarters are a thing you can get as a hull upgrade.
Okay, awesome.
As a thing on your hull.
Yeah, great.
They're a ship module. How much? What does it cost to get a ship module?
Hopefully not cred.
Yeah, you purchase modules via upgrades or cred. So if you have upgrades, you can do that as well.
And we get upgrades by getting experience for our ship?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, awesome.
Costs. Oh, we have to pay your upkeep for your downtime. That was the last bit of downtime we
Oh,
have to do.
yeah, right. Okay.
So your crew quality is 1, isn't it?
Our crew quality, we didn't pay cred. We didn't pay cred to upgrade.
That.
Yep. So you've got crew quality is 1, and your crew quality plus systems. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 6 divided by 4 is 1.5, which I think is 1. I think I'm going to round down for that. Cool.
So are we at like -3 cred now?
How much credit have we paid?
We've got
who spent
3
cred
cred.
during that downtime? Anyone? No one? So you're at 2 cred. You have 2 cred. So you could pay off you could pay off one of your loan if you wanted to. If you wanted to use that.
No. I'd rather have like a little bit of like buffer.
Yeah. Cool. So you're
I thought that we actually had negative cred.
No, we were going to, but we got
actual
paid.
creds, yeah. All right. So I need to look up how to buy modules because that's separate. But a new module can be purchased when the crew advances. Doing so, though, requires some time in dry dock. A creation, you may select modules as part of your crew upgrades. Right. You can run a job to acquire a module or purchase one. Cool.
So there needs to be both the advancement and the like investment of resources / time.
So the problem is that you currently have no ranks in Hull, so you can't get a Hull module.
Yeah, no, that's all good because it's a small, like, not very sturdy ship. We need to expand that first.
Yep. So it'll be
that's
a while
all
before
good.
you can get that. Although what you can do is once you've expanded the hull, then you could do a job to try and get crew quarters or something. That's okay.
So we don't need to have advancement and that. We can
do
the
standard way is to do would be to do 2 advancements. If you wanted to not pay heaps of money, you could buy it with money, or you could so run a job, pay money, or just wait until you get another upgrade.
Yeah, no worries. Awesome. That's all good. Sweet. Well,
in the meantime, shall we start the job?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So the way that this works in the system, which I love, is you tell me what is your, where is it on the sheets? It is, what is your like plan and what is your planning and load? So everyone needs to choose a load and then as a group you pick a plan and then you tell me what the detail required. You tell me about the detail that is required for the plan.
Okay. So we're going into like pirate space to like find a criminal, right? Like.
Yeah, you're looking for a fence. So his job is specifically like selling stuff that has been stolen.
Yeah, and it's not like a very lawful like area.
I mean, it is a pirate haven.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're not going to stand out just because we're fully armed.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying like we don't have to be subtle. So I think like I'm considering going heavy gear, heavy load.
Totes.
Because we're like, we're obviously, we want to, put out that we're like people who know how to look after ourselves in this highly dangerous place. Like,
fully. Gonna use intimidation all the way. Gonna be commanding my way everywhere.
Cool. Well, I'll go heavy load.
Yeah, same.
Cool.
That's not something we click, is it? I can't seem to click heavy on my load.
There's a little diamond next to it.
Yeah.
What are the rules for? So I think you actually have to have heavy armor.
Okay, right.
A thing that gives you the ability to have heavy armor.
Okay, right.
No,
Well,
'cause
my
you can't click. You
my
can't click
armor
heavy.
has 2 squares.
You can't click heavy until you've clicked the other one because you tick them off when you've used them.
Ah, okay, cool.
So, and same as you don't need like your armor that you currently have. Like don't tick anything now for your load. Just pick which size load.
Yeah.
You just have to say how much stuff am I carrying.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Just so you know, how much criminal connections do you lot have? Does anyone have criminal connections?
Yeah, got that gang boss that I tried to bet our ship to.
Yeah. Good point. So you would probably know that the person that stole your fucking ship, the yacht.
The yacht.
Yeah.
Ugh, fuckers.
You know her. You know who she is. That's the reason that you knew not to fuck with her, right?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Because you did go straight up against the pirate queen Alanda Banshee Ryle.
Nice. Is she the boss of this like area?
She's the boss of the fucking cove, right? Like.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try to be subtle.
She's the one who like all of the pirates that like because she like is the person that enforces like a certain level of like cooperation amongst the pirates, and they have like their pirate code and all that sort of stuff. So she is scary. Apparently once she left one of her first lieutenant on basically a barren moon with like a big air supply tank and a pistol.
Holy shit. Maybe we want to go like normal load. Because normal load is like in this kind of area is like we are just taking standard measures to look after ourselves, whereas heavy is like we're here for a job, right?
Yeah, heavy is you look like you're ready to fuck some shit up.
So we're gonna attract more attention if we go heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that thing where you walk, like that's the thing where you walk in. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's that thing where you look like you're ready to go to war, right? Like you just got guns.
Yeah.
And all that sort of shit.
Well, I might go normal because I can be pretty sneaky sometimes. So there's a chance I might break away from the group. But like definitely you don't like Sampha in particular. Sampha's like good at kicking ass. Like so.
Yeah.
Go as heavy as you want. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go normal.
I mean,
So
can do what
I
you
don't
want.
think.
So like the thing that seems like you're having the discussion here is also what your plan is.
Yeah, right. So we got to choose the detail for the plan, is it?
You choose which plan. So there's 6 of them there.
Okay.
Under planning and load. Assault, deception, infiltration, mystic, social, and transport. And then what the detail is. So so like it'll say what detail are you, like for instance for an assault, what is your plan? What is your point of attack?
Yep. Cool.
All right. I think we could go infiltration and have the entry point, seeing as Diana got a little bit of word about like where things are.
Yeah. And I mean, none of us have any contacts here, do we?
Not
contacts? No. I mean,
can we gather information?
Because the guy that you know, Sampha, sounds like he's a gangster, not a pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Because they're different.
Yeah.
Can we gather information?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me how.
So, for gather information, do we use one of our skills?
Yeah, exactly. Tell me how.
Yeah.
Tell me how fictionally, and we'll work out what skill you're using.
Okay. Yeah.
What are you trying to learn, and how are you trying to learn it?
Okay. Do we actually know where to look for this guy? Like first and foremost, do we actually know where to find him in like terms of physical location, apart from in this region?
Well, he's in the
Diana
Cove,
told
which is the
that?
space station in the region.
He's at a space station. Okay.
So the Cove is a space station made out of like heaps of ships that have just been bolted together.
Cool.
And probably parts of other space stations that have been pulled apart. You know.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, do we have like visual, like we know what this guy looks like?
No, you know that he's called. You know that he's called Kingston, and that he is responsible for selling very cheap mechanical parts.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Look,
You,
I
like,
can.
Perhaps that you
infrastructure
might.
parts, right? Like it's like parts of
Hmm.
buildings and things, not parts of ships and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not parts of robots
No, that's
or
not his stuff.
robots.
No, that's not his
Okay.
stuff.
Hmm.
He's the one that will sell you like an air conditioning unit, not like spare wheels.
Or a hull.
Cool.
Oh wait,
Yeah, no, he won't
No.
sell you a
Hmm.
hull.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, like we can. Do we have an internet connection, or is that an out? Because there's I
you've
noticed
always got
Nexus
access to the
Link
whole
is
internet. Yeah.
okay. Like, does this guy have a shop like Crazy Kingston's discount air conditioners, or like, can we just Google him?
Do you want to try? So you're just going to try googling him because that sounds like you're rolling
Yeah.
desperate, and limited effect.
Okay, fair enough.
On account of he's
yeah.
an illegal fence.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's a good point.
But you can roll it if you want to.
Well, I mean, like, I have other, because my other idea is like literally skulking around and trying to spot him, but I'd need to know who he is and where he is first. Is the problem. So maybe some of this is stuff should set up in a flashback once we actually get into the mission.
Yeah, to have visually ID'd him previously.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I don't think I'm actually gathering information here. If someone else wants to, I just don't think I have the skill set to gather any information at this point.
All right. Well, I'd like to lead a group action. I say we all land in
So
someone's.
that's not how this works mechanically. If we're starting the mission, then we have to do a specific thing, right? If you're doing a preparation for the mission, that's different.
Okay.
But if you're actually like gonna land there and go in, and you're doing an infiltration mission, that's the mission. So in that case, I want to know, like, and this is up to you, as a group, what is your infiltration point, and you can like work out what you think a good infiltration point would be, and feel free to make stuff up.
Okay, you know what? I am actually doing a gather information then, which I am going to pretend to be a clone doing like maintenance work around the station and basically keep like
the station
eavesdrop.
you just came from.
No, the one that because he's on a station, right?
He's on the cove. I feel like if you get to the cove, you're doing the mission, because.
Okay. Oh, fair enough. Yep.
Like, do you like because that's where the danger starts?
Sure. Okay. I was thinking that we would be like that was just a place we could go to, and then when we get to wherever he is on the station was the danger. But I don't mind either way.
Yeah, I feel like if you're in the cove, you're already like.
Yeah, sure. That's like, fine then.
Just because, specifically because you're not 100% with those pirates in the first place. Like if you if you had the maelstrom on your side.
Yeah.
Then that would be different. You could just park.
Yeah, no worries.
Like I feel like you're like drifting through the maelstrom, right? And through the nebula.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing ships coming and going from this giant, and we can't see the actual thing. We can see the silhouette of this giant, like cluster of like tangled bits of metal, all curled and like spiky and all these sorts of things, with like chunks coming off like tree branches with and whatnot.
Cool.
And we're seeing ships fly in and out, right, past you, and every single one that passes you, like does a preliminary scan to see if it knows who you are, and then when that fails, when it's like we don't know who this is, they're like, B, is it valuable? Right, like every ship that comes past you does those two scans.
Yeah, totally. Okay. Well, I think we're infiltrating them. So the thing we need to determine is the entry point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless anyone has a better idea, I have a suggestion.
Sure.
Which is, look, it sounds like we're probably not able to just land without getting like a bit of a rude welcome. Why don't we basically park the ship somewhere where it's out of visual, power down, and take the shuttle in low power, and basically find like a ventilation section that we can enter in through, rather than actually, or even like make a short jump through space, like
Can't do that in a
literally physically. No. Like I mean, like as in
jump out of
literally
the ship.
physically. Yeah.
shuttle. Right. That's wow. Like I'm down for that.
And actually like physically infiltrate it, and that way
Yeah,
we
let's
can.
do it.
I think splitting up is probably a good idea. Like if I,
Mhm.
once we get fairly close, jump into the shuttle and then sort of dock conventionally, assuming like, there's a station that I can go and have a drink at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Like the idea that you're just like, yes, I'm helping, goes to bar.
But like
look,
having you there with the. Sorry, you go.
It's a little bit about getting a drink and helping out, and a little bit about not being near them when they try to do a short distance hyperspace jump.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, also having you there with the ship, like, gives us an escape route, like with the shuttle. That is a way out.
It does give you a way out.
Well, it's like being separate from the ship, I'm thinking like if something happens and you get caught going into the station, then I'm free. Or if I get caught, you're free.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, I mean that sounds good. And like we could like, because my idea is literally to put on spacesuits and jump out. Maybe we can jump out of the shuttle as you're on your way in. Because people are not going to be relying on visual to spot bits of debris flying through the air. Yeah, it's one of the items I can take.
So cool, just checking. Because I know that one of the upgrades is also free. One of the ship upgrades is also free spacesuits for everyone.
Right, cool.
But no, if you've got it in your gear, then that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I mean, it's on my sheet in Roll20.
Then yes, then that's the thing you can get.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
cool.
All right, so now we do the engagement roll. So we know our we get 1 dice for luck. Now for every major advantage you have, you get 1, which I think is that you know who you're looking for, at least. You have a name, you know a vague. So I'm going to give you 1 for that. So you've got 2 dice. Where I think that the plan that you've suggested is desperate, but also would have great effect. Is there a button on here to roll for the engagement? Probably not. All right. Does someone want to roll me a fortune with 2 dice?
So we click on the just roll fortune thing on the ship. Yeah,
and it'll ask you how many dice, and you say 2.
All right. Oh, no. Hope we don't take the lowest.
No, you don't. You take the highest.
Oh,
Very
good.
nice. So on a 5+, so desperate. So either you suffer severe harm or a serious complication occurs.
Oh, that's bad.
On a desperate 5, because it's desperate, right? So you park on. So you pull the the swallow. Sampha like nestles it in like just gently drifts it inside the like cargo bay of like a broken open like drifting like freighter ship. Not
cool.
Freighter because that's the size. Anyway, like a massive cargo ship, and you just like drifted it in and like parked it in this like half broken open like massive cargo ship that is like doing this big slow like gentle roll through the like the nebula, and it's just like kind of seems to be stuck in like a vague pattern around like near the cove. But yeah, you park it there, and you all like get into the shuttle, and it's like cramped, and 2 of you are wearing spacesuits, so it's even more cramped. What do your spacesuits look like? Also, mark off spacesuit on your thing.
Oh, yeah.
Melody, what's yours look like? Is it the same? Do you all have the same one, or do you have different ones?
No, I reckon we probably have different ones. Because we just like bought them at different times, rather than buying like a set. So I reckon it is fairly clunky, very like functional. It's not like some kind of space soldier combat suit kind of thing. It's like it's like an asteroid mining
It's an
suit.
asteroid mining space
like,
suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
What color is it?
It's like it's got segments of like it's mostly kind of like bolt metal, is that the term?
Yeah, gunmetal.
Yeah, gunmetal. Yeah, with like painted bits that are like kind of a dark, like blood red.
Nice, that's cool.
When you got that spacesuit, did you say it's mine, all mine?
Absolutely. How could I not?
And then like if it's a mining one, I feel like there's a big clunky like backpack section that is so like it's
Totally.
just, like rectangular with like vents and
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
It's like half the torso basically, or like more than
like
half.
the frame on it, the like the outside casing is just tin. Like that's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's
It's
yours look
not
like?
a very fancy suit.
Yeah. What's yours like?
Mine just looks like it's just like blah 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 rebel spacesuits in Star Wars. So there's
Yeah.
orange suits, but grey. Yeah.
Nice.
So also that gunbolt color. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So they're pretty like loose and roomy. I can do a lot. Yeah, it's just leftover.
Yeah. Now, if we're doing the plan as you've specified, it sounds like actually it needs to be Diana that does the helming check for the shuttle. She's gonna like steer it to the point where you two can jump out.
Yeah. Can I help
Diana,
by?
Actually, Diana, do you have a spacesuit available to you in your gear?
I don't know.
You can have to hold your
well,
breath for a minute.
Well,
Like on the airlock on a shuttle, right? Like the shuttle relies on the host ship's airlock.
yeah, but why are they on the shuttle?
I thought they were
You're
shuttling
dropping us
closer.
off.
Yeah.
What, sorry?
You're dropping us off.
Yeah.
My suggestion was we should launch off from the shuttle because you can get closer with the shuttle.
Oh, I know what it is.
Drawing
I know what it is.
attention.
If you
But
hold on to the outside of the shuttle.
yeah, hey, yeah, sweet, sounds good. Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god. Never take a suggestion from the DM that will put us in danger.
I mean, because otherwise you're going to have to open the door on the shuttle while Diana
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
have a
good
spacesuit
point.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally.
So, yeah.
All right.
All right. So, Diana, do you want to roll a helming check to successfully pilot this out, like get the shuttle
I
out
didn't
of the
agree
cargo?
to any of this. I can't pilot a ship.
I mean,
Yeah.
so,
Can I
don't
like
pilot a ship.
mega
Like, I can
help?
drive my docking bays and that's it.
I mean, you can like help by like radioing in and being like, press this button, press that button, pull this lever.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
it could mostly be automated, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean,
unless something bad happens, like it's fairly routine.
well, no, this is still a desperate role.
Oh yeah, no, totally. But
This
like,
way, the worst thing that could possibly happen at this point is you two could die, so I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
So
You're not
do
gonna-
I
you're not
take
gonna die,
one
that's fine.
stress to help?
You're gonna take one
Yeah.
stress to help. If she wants to, Diana can spend another 2 stress to like push herself, so she can give herself an extra dice as a bonus dice.
I'm not too stressed, no.
Cool. Easy. I'll also give you a devil's bargain. You can have an extra dice if you do it with the lights on, so that you can see more easily. It's fine. Probably no one will notice. Probably.
beautiful.
No, I just don't see the point, and no, like honestly, like this is a terrible plan. This is not a thing that should happen.
So, desperate with a standard result. You have 1 bonus dice from Sampha's assistance.
All right.
roll. Hey, you fucked it. Great, excellent. Cool.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely what happens when you like hit the throttle and two people are so like you drift gently out of the cargo out of the cargo ship and like make it out into the like the space between you and the cove, and it's this huge just like massive network of like different pieces of like some of it's just bare metal, some of it's got like nice paint jobs from whatever ship that was made from previously. There's like a massive, it's probably the biggest. No, there's probably bigger artificial gravity rings, but I don't think you've ever seen one made out of like different parts. Like there are just like whole like what would be multi-story buildings just like spinning past on this massive gravity ring at the center of this gigantic like networked cluster of different pieces all banged together. And like you pull out and you're like faced with this and you're like, well, I'll go forwards, and you press the accelerator. And you don't hear you hit the throttle and you don't, it's space, no one can hear your friends fall off the side because you went too fast.
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
That's the thing. On the plus
So
side,
we fall.
so what happens is you're now like you two like get like flung off the sides, right? But also at speed forward with momentum, because you didn't like let go immediately, you held on for a little bit and then let go, which means you're both now like hurtling quite quickly towards a giant space station.
Cool.
At like equivalent to like falling very fast through Atmo, right? Like you are falling speed towards
Totally.
this thing. And like I think as you're as you're like hurtling towards it, Tash, like you're both trying to like dodge all the fucking debris that just hangs around this place. I think you just take a beer bottle to the like a discarded bottle of something just like hits your visor and you just see it go crack.
Oh no, the crack.
Yeah.
Shit. Cool.
In the meantime, Alyssa, you're welcome to dock normally.
Wow, I got rid of those two. Right, let's
So yeah. What do you have a way of like, so like as you start approaching, you get a shortwave that just says just says welcome to the cove. Do you have a passcode?
I need to speak to an operator.
Okay, that sounds like a sway. If you're trying to like,
yeah, pretty much.
You're trying to like call for a manager or something.
Yeah, more or less. I just need to dock.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
I'm gonna.
What reason should they give you? Like, if you get the manager on the line, what reason should they dock? Like, let you dock?
It's a good question. Not sure.
Do you want to think about it while these two deal with their impending doom?
Yeah, let them die for a bit, and then I'll get back to you.
Cool. Stemfer, Tash, that space station getting very close.
Yeah, it is.
You don't slow down as you drift through space on account of there's nothing to stop you, except for like the beer bottle. So you slowed down a little,
totally.
not enough to matter.
I
Okay.
want to get my heavy. Oh wait, was that just to Tash, not me?
Both
Sorry.
of you are hurtling towards the station.
Yeah. Okay. I want to get out my heavy blaster and use that to shoot my way, just to slightly stop my hurtling speed. So I'm going to shoot at the space station with my heavy blaster
It
and
sounds
just
like
hope that it sort of
yeah.
rebounds me a little bit.
Scrambling. I'll give you that. Like, seems actually like not completely unreasonable. So like standard. like risky.
Woohoo.
Risky for a standard effect, which is that if you hit it, you
Cool.
won't die instantly. You might just get hurt.
Mm.
Oh,
This
so
is
it's like-
this is yeah.
Scramble. Risky. Standard effect.
And do you want to do anything
No
to get
bonus
bonus dice?
dice.
Nope. Okay.
Nah.
All right. 4.
Woo.
Wait. Do you have 0 dice in scramble?
Yep.
Which means you take the lower of those two.
Oh,
shit.
no. Oh, no.
That's why I was asking if you wanted a bonus dice. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. You like. What can we do with that? That's fun. I feel like you do met. The problem I think then is that you come to a stop,
Oh,
no.
no.
right? Like that's definitely what
Oh,
happens.
no. Uh-huh.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Cool.
In which case, I will take my normal blaster pistol out and shoot away from the space station to try and propel myself gently towards the space station.
Okay. That's desperate and it's limited.
Alright. And
Hey, I just want to point out, as a pilot, you can take grappling... You're a pilot, right? You can take a grappling hook as one of your items.
what, in my hacking tools or
No,
my
it's...
repair
Are
tools?
you a pilot?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just listed on the thing.
I can't see it.
Oh, it's on the PDF. I'm not sure if it's in the
Let me have a look.
thing. It's under the special pilot items, like down the Oh, it's so if the special items for your class don't actually appear in the sheet
No,
on
that's
the
true,
in
yeah.
Roll20.
You
You have
to-
to type them
you
in
have to look
manually.
up.
So
Yeah.
have a look at the PDF, because you can get a fine
Okay.
customized spacesuit, fine small Urbot, mechanics kit, grappling hook, guild license, and victory cigars.
You can just have an Urbot?
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's amazing. I should remember that for when we get back to the ship where that girl is. Alright, yeah, so I'll take out my grappling hook as well, in preparation to grab because I'll go neatly towards the space
If you're
station.
using the grappling hook, then yeah, I think that becomes risky instead of desperate.
Cool.
It's
And
still a scramble though.
yeah.
And yeah, if you like, I would suggest working out how to get some bonus dice because the lower of the two
Yeah.
two dice is pretty rough.
This is a speed related roll because I am trying to alter my speed. So
I would have said the last
Yeah.
one was, but yeah, I'll have this one.
sweet. So I get potency on that using my ace pilot ability.
Cool. So that takes you up from a limited effect to a standard effect.
Yay. And
I mean,
what would
You
my
could push
devil's-
yourself.
You could push
I
yourself into
could, but
stress.
I'm
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. What's my
We
devil's?
also
Devil's bargain. Let me see.
Yep.
I mean, you could break a window and then go and like grapple hook into there, but whoever's inside that room is going to be
Holy
suddenly
shit.
without air.
I mean, that seems risk free. They can't do anything, right? Like they're without air. So yes,
I don't think it's so
will
much a
take
matter
that.
of risk.
Not taking it. That's fine. All right. So scramble.
Mm-hmm.
My position is risky. Yep.
Risky.
With standard.
You've gone from desperate and limited to like stand. That's well done.
Yeah. Submit. 4.
All right, cool. Yeah. You make it inside. You break it. So you like break this window with your grappling hook and like so you shoot out this grappling hook and it like breaks through this window, and like hooks on, and you hit the little winch and pull yourself towards it, and like meanwhile like someone just goes wah as they
Oh god, the Heinrich scream, whatever it's called.
And like there's all this like trash coming out. And yeah, as it like flies towards you, some of that broken glass just slashes your suit, and you are like rapidly running out of air supply.
Shit.
All right.
But on the plus side,
and
now you're in a like whatever hasn't been blown out of this room includes like nice red velvet pillows and like incense and like an incense burner and like and a little oil bath and all these sorts of things.
I feel a little bad
like
for the
carpet,
dude who's like self-care
right?
session we just interrupted.
Yeah. Now he's in space, dying pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Rapid decompression is
I want to like quickly stow some of the oils for Diana's / bribing someone else later, and then race through the door, close the door so I can get back into oxygen land.
Yeah, you do that. Yep. Cool.
That's
All right.
nice.
Yeah, because like you can get through the airlock pretty easily, but like you're not going to be able to use the suit again for a while.
Yeah.
Like on this mission.
Damn.
So, in the meantime, Tash Ursus is also hurtling towards the space station.
Yay! Okay. So, I was going to go with having spy gear and, like, asking if there was, like, a kind of, magnetic hand clamps for, like, scaling buildings that I could use to, like,
Cool.
basically, like, stop myself from, flying off once I hit the ship. But there's now like a semi-solid object hurtling through space. Can I like push off on this dude who's like now flying through space? And use that to control my use that to control my
limited but doable.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's not even desperate, it's only risky.
Cool.
It's not like he's going to be a problem. Like, what's he gonna do to you? Oh, he might like. Okay, so it's risky because like he might be still alive enough and desperate enough to fuck you up, but otherwise, it's the limited effects that's the problem.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, like at this point, I'm not trying to get in. I'm just trying to get to the surface of the station. Is it still limited for that, or?
You're just trying to get to the surface of the station safely.
Yeah, my assumption is I will then have to find a way in, but I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's what the limited
land
effect is.
safely.
That's the limited.
Yeah.
effect.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I'll take it.
Yeah, do that. And
So that's a scramble.
Scramble, risky, limited.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there is a like man in a silk robe. His face is turning rapidly bright red, and his eyes are like
oh my god,
wide, and he's like gasping as he like reaches towards you.
I feel a little bad about this, but he's gonna die. That doesn't count as an assist from Sanford, does it?
No. What?
Okay.
No.
I figured it was worth a try. Okay. Okay, let's see how this goes.
So, do you want a devil's bargain or to push yourself?
Sorry?
Do you want to push yourself or accept a devil's bargain?
What's the devil's bargain?
He's going to hold on to you. And whatever comes with that.
Okay. No, I don't like that. I will push myself. Yeah, this is pretty important. I have to actually get in the ship, otherwise I'm kind of fucked. So, yeah, I will take the stress and push myself.
I mean, how else will you be able to steal more oil from me?
Tash.
Well, I didn't
scramble.
totally fuck it up.
You didn't totally fuck it up. That's a 4. You're going to take a You're going to take a medium injury, I reckon. No, what's the yeah, medium injury. It's concussion.
Okay, sure. So that's level 2 harm.
Yeah, level 2 harm.
And the consequence of having level 2 harm is that I'm on -1 dice for things?
Yeah. For anything that
Shit.
where concussion might be fucking you up.
Oh, fuck. Okay, cool. Got it.
Yeah, so like you like swing around on him and you manage to use him basically ablatively to slow down. But you end up like at a weird angle, right? Like where you're like, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm heading less fast towards the thing now, but I can't see it. Like because you're now back towards the thing. And like you hit it like neck and shoulders first.
Ow. Oh.
But you do manage. Did you say you had a magnetic thing?
Magnetic. If I take spike hit, so yeah, like I mean.
So if you're using your spike hit, then you just lock on with your magnetic grapplers.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Great. Got it.
Cool. All right. In the meantime, have you worked out like how you're going to get in, like what you're going to say to get docked? Diana?
Depends on, so like, I mean, how locked down is this station? Like,
not heaps, right? They just want to know like passcodes basically identify you as being part of a group that is like that occupies the station. So like if you had a passcode for one of the gangs that one of the pirate gangs, then you would be allowed in, or if you had some other reason that you were allowed in. So it's basically they want to make sure that you're a part of one of the gangs, one of the pirate gangs.
I don't think there's a way I can prove that very easily, as I'm not.
Or is there another reason they should let you in?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been having docking problems with the docking port on my ship back there that I've disembarked from, because I'm sure they can detect the main ship itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably claim that I need to dock to get some repair tools and things like that, most likely, as I need to get them back to my ship. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to dock the main ship to anything.
Sure. All right. Sounds like a sway. It sounds desperate.
All right. I'm going to.
But like standard result, standard effect.
I'm going to push myself.
Yep. Sure.
So that's desperate.
Desperate, because you're asking for empathy from pirates.
Yep. Effect. Standard. What effect?
Standard.
And because I'm pushing myself, I get a bonus dice?
Yeah.
Does that have dice? Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, no 6. What a shame.
No 6, but a 5 is getting in there. That's cool. Yeah, they're like, so yeah, the person comes on the radio and they're like, listen, love, we're not a charity, but if you need to dock and get some repairs, we can I can maybe soften up the airlock for you a little, for a price.
That would be very useful.
So basically she's offering you
buying drinks as well.
Yeah, she's offering you docking privileges for a credit.
A whole credit. Our whole ship isn't worth a whole credit.
So that's the deal.
Hmm.
You're getting 6 credit for this job. If you can tag him, you're getting 6 credit.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, I'll go in.
Cool. All right. In which case, then yeah, you get docked. You and like it definitely does the thing where like you dock into the airlock, and it's like that it takes just a little bit for it to for like the airlock to release, and you know that it's her like manually pressing the override button. like on the other side, and like, yeah, and it opens, and like the reek of the station like washes in, like the combination of like hundreds of human bodies all on a station with pretty average air ventilation, and that all like to like drink, smoke, and fuck a lot. um just like washes over you as the airlock unlocks. And yeah, and like you see like a basically the airlock is like welded onto some kind of like old like just big pipe that someone's put like wooden pallets down as floorboards to towards the towards the main docking hub, for like, because it's they're like spokes out of a wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you hear people like you hear the sound of like people laughing and someone yelling at someone else, and then the sound of a punch. Yeah.
All right. So, is there anyone outside the docking port, or is this sort of just
you head down into like the central docking area, and it's just a big open room. Someone's got has basically set up a kind of an impromptu cart that's selling like some street food and booze inside it, like in this like section of the docking bay, because there's like several different docking bays around the place, and so this guy's like set up with like a little food and booze cart, and yeah, you can see people like loading cargoes. There are some dudes that are pushing a young man, like nervous. He's like looking like terrified, and they're like and he's like bound, and they're like pushing him along down the whole way. There are people like taking like sacks and crates of stuff in and out of different places, and yeah, and then some people are just standing around having a laugh. I think because they just beat a dude up.
Well, why not? Let's have a laugh about that. So, do I actually have information about, do I know what this guy looks like, along with what his name is? Like, how much information do I have about?
So you know his name, you know his main business, you know where he gets his stuff, you know that he sells for a pretty reasonable price, and you know that he sells it here.
All right, and
you don't know his face is the specific thing.
How unique is what he sells?
Pretty unique, right? Like he's the only guy here that would be selling that.
Right.
Because it's industrial stuff, right? He's the guy that's obviously selling stuff to put the cove together.
All right.
He would be missed.
Oh, that's fine. What I'm particularly asking though, so I'm going to be trying to look for someone. This is where finding someone who's selling booze who looks like they might know what they're talking about, and I would try and convince them that I'm looking for the stuff that he's selling to hope that I can get hooked up in that way.
Yeah. So if you want to go looking for information, I feel like it's either feels like a study to me. Let me have a look at the list just to make sure it's not obviously something else. Like to just go around or skulk maybe. To like.
I was gonna say I'd be looking for I'd be finding a bartender and basically saying, "Hey, can you help me? I'm looking for this."
Yeah. Yep. I think that like if we're gonna macro that, I think it's a study, and I think it's risky. I don't think it's controlled. I think it's risky in that you're in a den of thieves, and it's probably a standard effect because you didn't have enough information like to be able to actually make the request. But what we might do is we might do that roll after a break.
Yep. Okay.
We'll be back in a minute.